Hello, this is a short video presentation on graphing parabolas when the leading coefficient is not 1. We're continuing our discussion from yesterday, and today what we're going to have to do is put this in vertex form. All right, we have a leading coefficient of 2. We're going to do this the same way we did it when the leading coefficient was negative 1. I'm going to start by subtracting 14 from both sides. We have y minus 14 equals 2x squared minus 12x. Now, I want to get rid of this 2. Just like when we had a negative 1, we're going to factor that 2 out. And we get 2 times x squared minus 2 times what is 12, 6x, and then we take half of 6 and we square it, and we get 9 plus 9. Just like before, we did not add 18 on this side. We did not add 9, even though I wrote 9, because 2 times 9, 2 times 9 is 18. So we really added 18 to both sides, to that side. So I add 18 to this side. If I add 18 to this side, I have to add it to this side. Now, we factor. Get rid of this stuff. And I have 2 times x minus 3 squared. And over here I have y plus 4. Subtract 4 from both sides, and I end up with y equals 2 times the quantity x minus 3 squared minus 4. And now, hopefully, after yesterday, we can graph this. All right? The only thing we did different, when we had a negative 1, we factored it out. Now we factor out the leading coefficient. 2 times 9 is 18. I add it to one side, add it to the other. All right, let's do one more. And we subtract 1 here, minus 1, minus 1. Y minus 1 equals negative 3, I factor that out, times x squared. And pay attention to your signs. Negative 3 times what is positive 6? That would be a negative 2. We have negative 2x. Half of negative 2, negative 1. We square it. We get a positive 1. And what did I add to this side? Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. I added a negative 3. Now I have negative 3 times x minus 1 squared equals y minus 4. Add 4 to both sides, and I get y equals, I should show that, plus 4, and I get y equals negative 3 times the quantity x minus 1 squared plus 4. And again, based on what we did yesterday, we should be able to graph this now. We know what our vertex is, 1, 4, and we go by 3's downward. What happens if the leading coefficient is a fraction? It's really no harder. But like everything else, when we deal with fractions, we get a little nervous. Minus 6 minus 6, y minus 6 equals, and I like leaving myself space there, 1/2 times x squared plus 1/2 times what is 4. It's not 1/2 times 4, it's 1/2 times what equals 4, and that would be 8x. And then we add half of 8, 4 squared is 16, just like we've always done. And now what did I actually add here? I didn't add 16, even though I wrote 16. I added 1/2 times 16, which is 8. So I add 8 there. That gives me 1/2 times the quantity, x plus 4, quantity squared, equals y plus 2. And then I subtract my 2, and I'm almost done. Y is equal to 1/2 times the quantity, x plus 4 squared, minus 2. And again, I can now graph this. All right, told you it was going to be a short video. Have a great day and a great rest of your life.